Hello students, today we are going to discuss about apparent depth. I hope you have observed that the bottom of a tank filled with the water appears raised as shown here. It is due to the refraction of light. An equation can be derived for the apparent depth for watching in the near normal direction. Let us take this situation. Imagine a tank filled with the water. So above the surface of the water, we have the another one medium, air. So there are two mediums. One is a denser medium, another one is a rarer medium. Imagine an object O, which is at the bottom of the tank. Light from the object O at the bottom of the tank passes from denser medium to rarer medium, especially from water to air medium. Imagine you are going to observe that with your eyes. You are going to observe the refracted light. We know that if the light ray passes from denser medium to rarer medium, means that will deviates away from the normal. Here you can imagine the normal line, so that will deviate away from the normal. Here it is known as incident ray, and this ray is known as refracted ray. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is I. The angle between the normal and the refracted ray is known as R. Likewise, we can draw the diagram for left hand side also. Let us draw the perpendicular line. Here you can extend the refracted ray in a backwards. That will meet the perpendicular line at the point I. So here also can extend, this refracted ray can extend at the backwards. So there you can get the point I. For your eyes, that object seems to be present at the point I. Actually, that object is at the bottom of the tank at the point O. But due to the refraction, the object seems to be or appears to be present at the point I. The distance between the surface of the water and the object, that is nothing but the bottom of the tank, that is only known as actual depth D. But distance between the surface of the water and the image is known as apparent depth. To derive the expression for this apparent depth, let us take the half portion of this diagram. I am going to take this portion. So here I have drawn the half portion of the previous diagram. Hereafter we are going to concentrate the diagram. Let us recapitulate. Here we have taken the tank which is filled up with the water. So above the water there is a air, that is considered as a second medium. So at the bottom of the tank we have the object. The ray, light ray from the object travel in a denser medium. At the point B, it enter into the air medium, rarer medium. So that's why it is deviates away from the normal n dash. So the angle between the incident ray and the normal is I. Angle between the normal and the refracted ray is R. From the refracted ray, we can extend the line that will meet the point I on the line which is perpendicular to the object O. So in the previous diagram also we have discussed the same thing. The length between the surface of the water and the object is known as D, actual depth, and the length between the surface of the water and the image is known as apparent depth. The refractive index of the denser medium, that is water, is N1, and refractive index of the rarer medium, here it is air medium, can be considered as N2. So N1 is greater than N2. For this situation, it is only the condition. For this point, we can give the letter D. In this diagram, the line N dash and the DO both are parallel to each other. And the angles I and R are very small, as diverging light from O entering our eyes is very narrow. Here I have explained about the angle of incident and angle of refraction in this part. How we can write I and R here? Let us take DO, line DO, BN dash. Here only angle I is formed. Here you can see Z shape is formed here. Here I means here also I. That's why I have written I here. Here I have written R, you know. So once again we can take the line DO and N dash. That line, refracted ray line, is passing through this. So here angle is R, means here also same angle will be there. That's why we mentioned the R here. Now we can use the Snell's law. N1 sin I, that is equal to N2 sin R. Let us take that equation as first equation. I told already, as the angles I and R are very small, we can write sin I as a tan I. Sin I can be taken as tan I. Imagine this situation. Let us take the triangle with a very small angle theta. That angle is very negligible angle ABC. Here what is the value of sin? Theta. CB by opposite side by hypotenuse. What is the value of tan? Tan theta, that is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? CB by adjacent side AB. Here angle is very small, means this length also will be very negligible value. So AB approximately equal to AC. Okay, this angle is very small. So here length also very small only. So we can approximately that both can be equal. Here we can write AB. So now sin theta and tan theta both are equal. Under what condition? If the angle is negligibly small, we can write sin theta, that is equal to tan theta. So in the place of sin, we can use the tan. So equation 1 can be written as N1 tan I, that is equal to N2 tan R. Now let us take the triangle DOB. DOB. There I am going to find the tan I. So tan I, that is equal to opposite side DB by adjacent side DO. Likewise, and another one triangle we are going to take. In the triangle DIB, we can find the tan R value. So tan R, that is equal to, once again, opposite side DB. In this triangle, what is the adjacent side? DI. We can apply these two values in the equation 1. Now equation 1 becomes N1, what is the tan I value? DB by DO, that is equal to N2. What is the tan R value? DB by DI. Here DB can be cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? N1 by DO is equal to N2 by DI. We know that already. DO is nothing but a actual depth. DI is nothing but a apparent depth D dash. I have rearranged the previous equation. In this expression we can find the ratio between the apparent depth and the actual depth. So D dash by D, that is equal to, so D dash is taken this side, N2 by N1. Further you can rearrange this equation and you can get the value of the apparent depth D dash. So D dash, that is equal to D into N2 by N1. In this situation, the rarer medium is air and its refractive index N2 can be taken as 1. We know that already. Refractive index of air is 1. And the refractive index of water, so far we have taken that as N1. Hereafter we can take that as a N. In that case, the equation for apparent depth can be written as d dash, that is equal to d into N2. Now that is taken as 1, and no need to write the numbers in the subscript. So N1 can be written as N itself. The bottom appears to be elevated by d minus d dash. The difference between the actual depth and the apparent depth can be written as d minus d dash. Let d as it is minus, what is the value of d dash? D by n. For this situation it is d by n. Or we can take the d outside. So d 1 minus 1 by n.